Hi everyone, my name is Helen Lacey and I'm the Executive and Principal Consultant for the Southwest, covering multitude of arenas for a HRGO. Richard.
Hi Helen, Richard Tilbrook. I'm a Principal Consultant for HRGO Recruitment. I specialise in recruitment for precision engineering companies.
And he's very good at it as well. Right, so what we thought to do, we'd talk about today is ghosting. Something I'm sure if you're on the dating sites, you've probably had it happen to you. Hopefully not, but it does happen, unfortunately. Maybe you've been the person doing the ghosting, but it actually happens to us in recruitment. And it's a topic that is probably very dear to myself and Richard's heart, that we feel we just want to talk about it, what it means and how frustrating it is and why people shouldn't do it. So Richard, I know something that frustrates the hell out of you.
Yeah, I think everyone in recruitment. This is a sort of a hot topic. It was uh, it was interesting. One of our ladies in HR made a comment the other day. Said it's not just recruitment. This is society nowadays. People don't turn up for dental appointments. People don't turn up for that, and that there isn't that courtesy
It's
to, oh,
just rude.
I'll just drop them a text and tell them I can't make it, or it's only a quick phone call. I'll just say I've changed my mind.
I know.
And I think that's possibly the biggest frustration of it all, is that how easy it is not to do it.
Mm.
Um, I think I think there's a few things that are in play here. I think nowadays, when it comes to recruitment, and the reason that ghosting goes on is it's very easy to apply for a job. It's the way that some of the job boards work is click, click, click. I've
Yeah,
applied for
yeah,
I've applied for 50 jobs.
yeah.
48 of them aren't relevant to myself. Um,
In the
and
location or
that
have a skill set.
that ease of making it all happen, where there's no effort and nobody's had to go out of their way, it doesn't, you don't get the commitment um, that you do when you're necessarily speaking to a consultant, and they're going for exactly what you're looking for, and they're
Yeah.
matching you properly to the vacancy.
Yeah, but it's not just the
um,
ghosting, is it? Of when you try and get hold of them from the application, it's the frustration of when you've talked to them, when you've met them, when you've teams met them,
it's
and you
the
send
no
them
show at
forward,
interviews.
and then
Yeah,
they don't show for the interview. And I think that
it's
for me is probably the biggest frustration,
oh
is
yeah,
that you've
that's
got their commitment up until that point. You've even, and it's probably happened to you, check them in the morning of their interview, the day,
yeah.
the hour before sometimes, and they're going, but then they don't show.
And it's down to people not wanting the confrontation, not
Yeah.
wanting to actually have to apologize, it's just down to society. I think
Yeah.
society's changed.
I think you're right. I think it's too easy for people to put their heads, to bury their heads in the sand. But I think what makes me chuckle is obviously we have a database, we have very good memories, well, sometimes. And they then come back and go, oh, I'm interested in a job that you have. And then they seem
Uh,
to be a bit shocked when you say you never showed for
it's
the interview. What happened?
it's it happens an awful lot more than people would realize. I've got various clients who will not entertain
Mm,
somebody who has ghosted in the past, as a matter of principle.
yeah.
And it's, that's a reality. If you let people down, it's a reflection on your
It
character.
is.
So
One thing I would say actually is in support of obviously us as recruiters and obviously HRGO as a recruitment agency, is we manage the process. So part of what we do is we metaphorically handhold right up until hopefully the job offer stage, and almost while they're onboarding. As a company, doing direct recruitment, you possibly don't have the time to do that if you don't have the sort of infrastructure in place. So, theoretically, it happens to us less as recruiters than it does for businesses. So, if you are a business and it happens to you, it is happening. But if it's happened to you quite a lot and you're not using an agency, then I would suggest then reach out. To us, we're happy to have a chat with you, because though it does happen, it's less likely to happen because we're hopefully managing it a little bit more.
there's a lot of flags that we you can see with people if you're not getting the commitment. that we filter out on. So you're not gonna have people, the obvious time wasters are going to be filtered filtered at that stage.
And that's what it is. We're here to save time. Thank you very much, Richard. Hopefully people watching us found that informative, if not a little bit funny, because if that's happened to you, it's happened to many of us. So have a lovely rest of your day, whatever you're doing, and see you for the next one. Take care.